All right, here we go. The City of Ulfast. Great quest. All right, side 1A, searching for Elcor. Setup, we're going to add the city guard to the staging area, and we're going to add a location, give the encounter deck a shuffle. The location I'm adding is the streets of Ulfast. X threat, where X is one more than the number of resources on the main quest. To travel there, you raise your threat by X. Now, where is that city guard? Whoa. Whoa. You guys feel that? Is that an earthquake? No, I'm in Michigan. Whoa, jeez. Holy bejesus. Okay, 45 engagement, X threat, 9 attack, 4 defense, 20 hit points. It's a giant. What the? All right, City Guard Easterling. He's immune, indestructible. X is one more than the number of resources on the main quest. He cannot leave the staging area, but is considered to be engaged with each player whose threat is equal to or higher than its engagement costs. Wow, okay. So how are we going to handle this clown? Well, we better bring a big defender for the first time in the series. Can you believe it? Spirit Baragon is here, 10 threat, 0-1, 4-4 Gondor Warrior, Sentinel. After he defends an attack and takes no damage, response, reduce the defending player's threat by 1. He's also going to be wearing the 1 ring. It's an artifact ring. Master, restricted, immune to non-master card effects. Setup, attached to a hero you control, and search your deck for a master card, add it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. Your threat elimination level is reduced by 5. If the 1 ring leaves play, the players lose the game. The master card I'm going to be grabbing is this one. This is a defensive boosting card, so I will talk about that when we get it in play. We are also bringing Ao in. She's going to be my quester. Tactics, 9 threat, but it's really 6 because you reduce your starting threat by 3. Quest for 4. 1-1-3. And then action, raise your threat by 3 to ready Eowyn. She gets plus 9 attack until the end of the phase, limit once. And then also new to the series, Gildor Inglorian. He came in the 2-player starter set. He is leadership, 9 threat. He has 3 willpower, 2 attack, 1 defense, 3 hit points, and then Noldor Noble action. Pay 1 resource from Gildor Inglorian's resource pool to choose a player to draw 1 card, limit once per round. So that's nice because I'm not running lore, so I do have some card draw. And this is also a deck with a contract. We are running the 4th, the 3 Hunters contract. Love this contract. Let's see what it does. Your deck cannot include ally cards. Each of your heroes can have 1 additional restricted attachment. Reduce the cost of the first restricted attachment you play on each of your heroes each round by 1 refresh action. If each of your heroes has at least 2 restricted attachments, flip this card over. So we will see what happens when we flip it over when I get there. All right, 1B, 5 progress needed. City Guard cannot have more than 5 damage, and it gets minus 5 engagement cost for each resource here, and then forced at the end of the round, place 1 resource here. This quest has an excellent design. You have so much control over how you are going to progress through the quest. I love it. My starting threat is 25, and yeah, so let's talk about this quest. So every round you're placing at least 1 resource on the quest, and then that's going to make the city guard get minus 5 engagement costs, and of course he's an absolute beast, so you need to worry about him. But when you progress to the next quest stage, the resources on the quest reset. And so then he's still looking for you. He's trying to find you. So you can really try to time it. So maybe you get 1 or 2 resources on a quest stage and then you advance. And you never had to deal with him. But you can't damage him unless he's engaged with you. So you really try to walk this fine line of, I want him to attack me when I can handle it, and then I can also do some damage back. It's extremely fun. It's a very fun quest, but you need to bring a big defender. That's why Baragon's here, and that's why 4th the 3 Hunters is here, because I can put lots of attachments on him and get him defending for hopefully 9, and then I want my other restricted attachments helping my other heroes. Great quests. I love it. It's a really well done quest. Very hard, though. All right, what do we got? We got Winfola. Okay, there's Steward. Light of Valinor is good. Unexpected Courage is good. Second Light of Valinor, no good. And Snowmane, also good, but none of these cards are boosting defense. I do have 2 restricted attachments to play on Eowyn. Baragon already has 1. The ring is restricted. So he only needs one more. But I gotta really be careful. I tried to put as many attachments in my deck that could go on any hero, along with attachments that go on a specific hero. And I gotta hit 2 attachments on each of my heroes as fast as possible. That's the whole trick with these 4th to 3 Hunters decks. You need to flip that contract as soon as possible, because I don't have any allies, so I have no way to boost my willpower other than events and attachments. So I'm going to give the deck a real good shuffle here. And the trick I'm trying to do is I want Eowyn to be able to attack for like 10. So if she gets Harugum on her, she can use her Haragrim? Haragrim, that's how you say it. If she gets that sword, she can attack using her willpower, which of course is huge. And then Gildor should be questing for a lot. And yeah, I have my Defender. I have Unexpected Courages now, multiple copies since I have the 2-player starter set in the Progression series. So I'm just hoping Eowyn's going to be my killer. Gildor is going to be my quester, maybe help kill. And Baragon's going to be my big defender. All right, we need a better starting hand. So let's see what we got. Well, that helps a lot. There's the Gondorian Shield. That's great. There's a event that helps me defend. Winfolia's back. Hey, all right, Haragrim. Perfect. Card draw, and there we go. Questing power. That's an amazing starting hand. That is so much better. So we will definitely be keeping that. Inner Strength comes into my hand. Each of these cards has 1 threat. And we're going to go into the first round, and let's see what I draw here. And there we go, Light of Valinor. Okay, perfect. Okay, the first thing we're going to play is We Are Not Idle. I'm going to exhaust 0 dwarfs to get 0 resources and draw 1 card. So it's just a deck thinner. It helps me find those restricted attachments. Foe Hammer. Okay, card draw. Not what I needed right now, but good card to have. Let's play Windfola. So you're going to play it on a Spirit, Hero, or Eowyn. Restricted. Attached hero gets +1 willpower, and then if Eowyn is ever removed from the quest, I can exhaust Windfola and put her right back on it. So that's great. So she is now questing for 5. I'll put that die on there. And then a Gondorian Shield going on Baragon, so he will be defending for 6. I'm going to put that die right there to help me keep track of all this nonsense. And both of those I was able to play for free since the contract says -1 to the first restricted attachment going on a hero. I could play Celebrian Stone, but I'm actually going to use that resource to draw a card. Crud. Okay, it's Golden Belt, which lets me hold an additional restricted attachment. Not what I needed. So I'm going to keep that Spirit resource because I want to put Haragrim into play next turn, and it costs 3. So I need to have at least 2 Spirit resources. All right, what am I going to do in the quest phase? I'm only up against 2 threat. Eowyn's questing for 5. And Gildor could quest for 3. I'll probably blast right through this, but let's place the progress while we can. This is a great card. So, we've been seen. Not really. Each player must choose. Either City Guard's going to make an attack against me, or I raise my threat by X, where X is equal to 1 more than the number of allies I control. Yep, doomed 1, basically. I'll just take that. So, we do place the 5 progress, which means we advance. Kind of a bummer. I would have liked to have sat here for maybe 1 round, but that location has 5 quest points, so let's get to the second stage. Trying to blend in, we gotta choose either raise our threat by 5 or reveal an encounter card. Well, since we revealed an encounter card that didn't really do anything, let's just reveal a card advancing here. Raising my threat by 5 is pretty dangerous if I'm not ready to start getting attacked yet. Okay, 2B is 10 progress needed. City Guard gets -5 engagement for each resource here. End of the round, place a resource here, and now we can deal 10 damage to the City Guard. Let's reveal that encounter card. So we get a Surging Servant of Sauron. He engages me and attacks me whenever I raise my threat. That kind of sucks. And then a side quest. I don't have time for this crap. Okay, so each location in the staging area gets +1 threat, and then there's something about what happens when it becomes the current quest. That's never going to happen. I'm never going to have time to travel there. So now that location is 2 threat. And I want to travel there, but I got to raise my threat to go there. And that's going to make this idiot attack me. And I only can defend once. Well, I think I just got to take a risk here. So I'm going to travel to this location. That makes me raise my threat by 2 because I had 2 threat while it was in the staging area. And I traveled to it. So because I raised my threat, I'm getting attacked. And I can take it undefended. I mean, I do have this event in my hand. that would ready Baragon, but I don't want to spend the spirit resource, so yeah, I just gotta take a risk here. Healing's not a problem. I just don't want to die from this attack. All right, what do we get? Oh, okay. If it's the city guard, we attach this card to the city guard. Okay, no problem. So 2 damage goes on Gildor, and now the actual combat phase. So let's defend. Either raise my threat by 2, or we can't damage the enemy. Okay, I won't damage the enemy. That was not a problem because I didn't take any damage. Baragon drops my threat by 1. Okay, everybody readies. We raise our threat, and now we're getting attacked again. Yeah, I got to go undefended. I mean, this is dangerous. I'm living very dangerously here. So undefended. Okay, nothing. Cool. So 2 damage will go on Eowyn. I actually survived that. That's kind of impressive. And now, okay, end of the round. So that means we place a resource token. I'm actually going to place these 5s. I'm going to put increments of 5s instead of resource tokens because it's a lot easier just to look at that value and subtract it from the 45 engagement of the city guard because the die on these cards represent the threat. Because it can get confusing if I look at the value of the die, I want to subtract 5 for each value of the die. So like, oh, it's -10, but actually it's -5 because it's the resources on the quests. Very confusing. Okay, so I'm doing it like that. That's how I'm doing it. And we draw Open the Armory. 1 cost, neutral event, action. Search the top 10 cards of your deck for a weapon or armor attachment. Add it to your hand, then shuffle. Or if you're in Valor, you could choose to search the top 5. And then if you find a weapon or armor attachment, you get to put it in for free. So that's pretty cool. Let's spend Eowyn's resource. We're going to look at the top 10. Ah, perfect. And Unexpected Courage, Golden Belt. That's not weapon. That's not a weapon. There's a weapon. Oh, that's perfect, actually. Haragrim would have been in there. But this Dagger of Westernaise is going to be perfect. It's restricted, and I can attach it to anybody. The Gondorian Shield also could have gone on anybody. So that, either of those would have gone on Gildor. And that would give me my 2 restricted attachments on every character, because I'm also playing that Celebrian Stone this round. So that was great. Open the Army found me a restricted attachment that goes on a character that I needed to find 1 more restricted attachment for. So we are going to be able to flip the contract this round, which is amazing. Turn 2 flip. All right, let's play Celebrian Stone. So Gildor will now get +2 willpower. Since it's the first restricted attachment to be played on him this round, it only costs 1, and then I'm going to spend a resource to put the Dagger of Westernaise on him, so he can attack for 2 against an enemy with a higher engagement, 1 if it isn't. But that gives him 2 restricted attachments. Now, Eowyn's going to get Haragrim, and you exhaust Haragrim, and you get to add Eowyn's willpower to her attack when she attacks, and that is 2, 2, 2. So in the refresh phase, we get to flip the contract. Okay, so that's going to be excellent, and that's really what you need to do to take this deck up against this quest is flip it, turn 3 at the latest. Okay, let's go questing. So if I just send Eowyn, I'll be sending 5 willpower, and that's good. I know I can't advance, and I need help in combat. Okay, what do we get? We get Underguard, so we got to do the travel effect of the active location, so I got to raise my threat by 2. All right, that side quest only affects locations in the staging area. So we make 3 progress on the location. The guard is only -5 threat, so let's get attacked by the servant. And no shadow, so we take no damage, so we get to drop our threat by 1. And then Gildor can attack back. I wanted to make sure to keep him ready because he doesn't have to exhaust his weapon to get the boost. So he can kill the Servant of Sauron. The weapon is still ready, so now I can exhaust it and play Foe Hammer and draw 3 cards. So let's see what cards I get. Still some cards I'm looking for here. And boy, did I find them. Holy cow. So I got Dunedain Warning, Elrond's Council, and Snowmane. Snowmane is the one I really needed to find. So that is great. All right, end of the round. I always got to make sure I'm doing everything right. So everybody readies. You raise your threat. Now the refresh action window opens up so I can trigger the contract and flip it over because I have 2 restricted attachments. And now it says each of your heroes can have 1 additional restricted attachment. They get +1 willpower for each restricted attachment on them, and then you can exhaust this card to heal 1 damage on each of your heroes. That is awesome. So That means Eowyn and Gildor are each questing for 7 because they have 2 restricted attachments. And then I'm going to be able to heal off that damage. So that is why I wanted to flip that contract. I didn't mind the damage because I knew I could heal it. So yes, now we are rocking and rolling. I can get 1 more restricted attachment on each of these guys, but I no longer get the cost reduction, so I have to pay for them. Okay, let's heal them up. So they should be fully healed next round. And now we're still not done with the end of the round type stuff. So now we add 1 more resource. So now the guard is -10. The guard is also 1 more threat. You kind of have to get in a rhythm playing this quest where you just know at the end of the round you're doing a bunch of stuff. And now we get resources and draw cards. Okay, I think I did everything right. And we draw, awesome, another open the armory. Yes. Okay, so I need to get restricted attachments on my questers to boost their willpower. Let's play Snowmane attached to a Rohan hero. If it's stayed in, it loses the restricted keyword, so that doesn't work for this deck. But after the attached hero quests successfully, you ready the attached hero. So that is why Snowmane is so important. It's going to give Eowyn 1 more willpower, and then assuming we quest successfully, she'll be ready to help in combat with an attack boost of 8. 8 every round. That's crazy. Okay, open the armory. Let's spend Eowyn's resource and search the top 10. I would like to find another attachment for Baragon, and I also wouldn't mind something for Gildor. That's a good card that I want. There's Halberd Mail. That's great. I wish I could grab the Destier. That would be nice. Okay, another dagger. Raven-Winged Helm to cancel a point of damage. But I think I'll take the Halberd Mail because it attaches to a warrior character, and it'll give Baragon +1 defense and +1 hit point. I'm trying to get Baragon up to 9 defense or 8 defense with the Raven-Winged Helm to cancel a point of damage. So, okay, I'm well on my way. So let's play the Halberd Mail. So now he's a warrior, so he can have this. It's not restricted, though, so it doesn't fill one of those slots. So now he's defending for 7. I have no more resources, so there's nothing else I can do except play Elrond's Council in the questing phase. So drop my threat by 3. We'll give Eowyn +1 willpower. So she's questing for 9. Gildor for 7. That is 16. And we're going to go against the main quest. So let's see. 3 against 16. And we get Side Street. So while it's in the staging area, we can't place progress on locations in the staging area. And then when we travel there, and this is so annoying, you discard cards until you get a location and add that location to the staging area. So it doesn't even remove threat. Okay, we placed 7 progress. So we did clear the active. And I think I will travel to the side street because I just need to assume I'm going to just keep clearing out locations. And if I ever do get that Steed of Imladris, I want to have active locations to discard cards to. Okay, so we got to shuffle in the encounter deck and then discard cards till we get a location. Really annoying. The city guard is -10 threat right now, so that puts him at 35. And one of the things with this deck is sometimes I can't get my threat up high enough when I want to, like when I actually want to engage the guy, but that is a first world problem. Okay, the King's Lawn. This is annoying. So while it's in the staging area, we got to raise our threat by an additional point at the end of the round. So let's do that right now because there's no combat. And yeah, like I said, it's a 3 threat location. So I got rid of a 3 threat location and replaced it with 1. Super annoying. Okay, now the city guard is -15. See why I like putting the 5s over there? Because then it's just, okay, -15. And then the die is his threat. And it's so easy to look at that die and go, oh, 4 times 5, he's -20. But he's really not. And let's not forget that city lawn is 4 threat. I did it correctly when I did questing. I just put a 4 on there to remind me that the side quest is boosting it. We draw stone, don't need that. Okay, I can play stuff. Let's keep playing stuff. So the Dunedain Warning will go on Baragon. So that is going to make it so he's defending for 8. That's awesome. We're close. I need 1 more defense on him. And luckily I got it. So Inner Strength is a card I was able to add to my hand at the beginning of the game. +1 defense, and then I can exhaust the 1 ring, raise my threat by 1, to cancel a shadow effect. So there we go. Baragon is all powered up. The one thing he would like is some sort of readying. An unexpected courage or an armored destier would be great. But as it is right now, he can handle the guard. So that's perfect. Let's make sure we paid for that Hauberk. I'm going to exhaust the contract to do the rest of the healing I need to do. And we're all set up. This is the setup you basically need with this deck to beat the quest. Now we just need to manage it. We need to make sure we're making progress, because you need to make a lot of progress in this quest. So we're sending 15, and we get, oh boy, extra vigil when revealed, attached to the city guard. It's a condition attachment. City guard gets minus 10 engagement, and then after we attack and damage the city guard, we can raise our threat by 1 to get rid of this thing. I feel like we should caption this card. What did that little girl do that is making the guard so suspicious? Okay, progress was made enough to clear stage 2, which is great because then we reset the markers, and the city guard has minus 10, so I'm going to be engaging him pretty quick here. But let's advance to 3A, drawing attention. Once again, we either have to raise our threat by 5, or city guard is going to make an attack against us. Well, I just powered Baragon up, so we can take the attack. So let's do that and avoid revealing a card. Shadow on the city guard, 9 attack against 9 defense, and no shadow. Okay, perfect. So I actually get to reduce my threat by 1. And then the other side of this card is basically all the same stuff. Now it's 15 progress. City guard cannot have more than 15 damage, gets minus 5 engagement costs for each resource here, and then force at the end of the round, put a resource here. Okay, so we're going to travel to the King's Lawn, and that makes us place a resource to travel there. So right now the city guard is minus 15. 5 from the quest card, 10 from the condition attachment. We still don't need to engage it, so we're good there. And if he had got a shadow that said he attacked again, I could have used the 1 ring to avoid that attack. So I knew I was safe taking that attack. Now he's minus 20, and he should be 3 threat, not 2. All right, resources gained. Card drawn is another Elrond's Council. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. I'm like, well, do I want to play Elrond's Council, or do I want to get attacked? So we're going to have to wait and see. I'm going to spend a resource and draw an Elven Spear. That's a nice 0-cost restricted attachment. So that just gave Gildor 1 more willpower. I'll take it. So he's questing for 8. I want to keep my spirit resource for this desperate defense, which will ready Baragon. So I think I'm good. You don't spend a lot of money when you get your deck up and running in this deck. All right, let's drop my threat by 3, and I'm going to add 1 willpower to Eowyn. So we are sending 17. We're going against the main quest. We are currently, there we go, I get it right. Look at that, I'm getting it right. I feel so proud of myself. We are up against 3. The card we reveal is, okay, Alkar's Agent. So 3 threat, and then when revealed, raise your threat by 3. So he just canceled out that Elrond's Council I just played. All right, cool. So it's 6 against 17. That's 11 progress. We clear the active location, and we dump a bunch of progress on the quests. So we're going to put 6 out of the 15, and now decision time. I know I'm getting attacked by Alkar's guard. Let's make sure we exhausted those characters to quest. Okay, and then because we quested successfully, Eowyn was ready. But I could optionally engage that agent and then use that event to ready Baragon, but I don't think I will. I think I'll just take the attack from the guard. Not Alkar's guard. What is it? City guard. City guard. So 9 against 9, and the shadow is if this attack destroys a character. It does not, so we don't need to worry about that. I get to drop my threat by 1, and now Eowyn can attack back. So she's attacking for 1, and if I exhaust Harrogrim, it adds 8. So she is attacking for 9, so that means 5 damage goes through. So we have placed 5 damage now on the city guard, which is excellent. That's really, really excellent. And because we damaged him, I can raise my threat by 1 and get rid of that condition attachment. And I think I will. I like having more control over when this guy attacks me. This minus 10 makes it so I'm getting attacked a lot. And since I don't have readying on Baragon, I'd rather not have him attacking me all the time. Okay, Let's go into the end of the round. So now he is going to be minus 15. And I still have to make 9 progress. He is 4 threat. Everybody ready? We get the resources and we draw a Steed of Meladris, which is nice because it's restricted and it helps you place progress on the active location. I think I'm just going to use that on Eowyn. So that is obviously illegal because she's neither a Noldor or Spirit. I'm just used to Eowyn being Spirit. So I wasn't supposed to put that on her. I could have put it on Gildor, and the Golden Belt allows me to hold an extra restricted attachment. I wanted it on her because it gave her +1 attack because her willpower is 1 more now because she has another restricted attachment. Okay, let's spend a resource. I draw Snowmane. It doesn't affect the game at all because Gildor is always questing, so he could discard a card to the active location if there ever is one. But yeah, Eowyn shouldn't be on 3 horses. She should only be on 2. I mean, come on, let's be realistic. All right, let's go questing. The willpower also would be the same. So we are sending 17 and we are against 7. And we reveal, well, this is fine. We've been seen. Either I get attacked by the guard or I raise my threat for X. X is 1 more than the number of allies I have. I'll just raise my threat by X. Okay, cool. We made enough progress to clear stage 3. And so now we are going to advance to the final stage of the game, and let's see how we win this quest. Elcor's Trap. When revealed, we're going to shuffle the discard pile into the encounter deck and discard cards until we get an enemy, and then we're going to add that enemy to the staging area. Okay, let's do that. I don't really know what could hurt me right now. I guess Baragon not being able to ready could cause a problem, but I do have that 1 readying event in my hand. All right, let's discard cards here. So looking for an enemy. There is 1 enemy that looks like a location. I haven't revealed it yet, but it's some guard standing by a door, and it looks like a location when you see the art. But that's not what we get. We get one of these little Servants of Sauron. Surge doesn't trigger because it was discarded and then put in the staging area. Okay, but then he says he engages me, so he comes right down. We have to make 20 progress. And then finally, the City Guard can take a full 20 points of damage. End of the round, we're placing a resource there, -5 engagement for each resource here. Once the City Guard has 0 hit points remaining, and we've placed the 20 progress, we will win the game. We don't need to engage that guy up in staging, so let's not. We also don't need to engage the City Guard. Eowyn should be ready. So let's just defend this little Servant of Sauron. He's attacking for 2 and Baragon's defending for 9. It doesn't make sense to engage that other guy because I want to save that readying event in case I absolutely need it. So yeah, we'll just take this attack. Baragon, if you die to this, what the heck? All right, +1 for each resource on the quest. That can be pretty bad, but obviously not a problem here. So Baragon's going to drop my threat by 1. Eowyn is ready. She's attacking for 10 at the moment. Actually, 8. Let's say she's attacking for 8 because she shouldn't have that Steed of Meladris. But that's a very dead Servant of Sauron. And we will place 1 resource token, which means the City Guard is 2 threat, so there's 5 threat in staging. We need to get 20 progress. That's annoying. So, and the City Guard's indestructible. Ooh, another Elrond's Council. That's interesting. But the City Guard's indestructible, so even if you deal the 20 damage to him, he's still going to keep attacking you until you get to 20 progress. All right, we drew another card that could be discarded to some effect. Let's spend a spirit resource. So Gildor no longer exhausts a quest, so he's questing for 8 without exhausting. Eowyn is questing for... Let me say that the other way. Gildor should be questing for 9 without exhausting, and Eowyn's questing for 8 and should ready. All right, we're up against a total of 4. We get the Catacombs. 5 threat. While it's in the staging area, enemies in the staging area cannot take damage, so that's bad. You got to get that out of there. And then to travel there, you discard the top card of the encounter deck, and if it's an enemy, you put it in play engaged with you. So we added 5 threat, which means we are going to make 7 progress. Okay, 7 out of 20. That's not halfway yet. We're at 31 threat, so we still don't have to engage that guy up in staging. The top card was not an enemy, so that's great. And we don't have to engage the City Guard. So now, decision time. Do I just want to engage this guy up there? Yeah, let's do it. So I'm glad we didn't get an enemy because I'm actually able to engage this guy. Let's defend. No shadow. So I get to drop my threat by 1. And then, of course, Aowen should be ready. So should Gildor. But, yeah, dead. That's a dead guy. He's super dead. So we were able to take care of him. I don't know where these exhaustion tokens are going. There? Is that good? Fine. Whatever. And, yeah, we're good to go here. Let's go into the next round. I don't know if I can get 20 progress on the quest. The city guard is currently minus 10, so he's at 35. We are at 31. 3 threat and staging. I mean, I'm sitting about as good as I could hope for. We draw another card that we can discard to something. Let's draw a card. Ooh, a Dagger of Westernaise. So I could put that on like Gildor instead of the spear, I guess. I don't know. I don't really need it on anybody. So I will not be spending any resources in the planning phase. I think we just go right into the quest phase. And let's commit to the quests and let's get out of here. We've been sneaking around this city for a while. So Gildor should have been riding the Steed of Meladris that I just discarded a card to. That's going to place 2 progress on the Catacombs. And the willpower, like I said, it would be the same either way. So we are sending 17 against 3. Here it is, the King's Elite. That looks like a location to me. It's a 3 threat enemy. Okay, so we have made 11 progress. 2 will go on the active location. 9 will go on the quest, which will put us very close. We are going to be at 16 out of 20. Okay, that's good. I could play Elrond's Council and add 1 more. So I think I will. So, yeah. Before I place the progress, let's drop my threat by 3, and we will go to 17 on the quest. Now, here's the thing with that enemy we just revealed. When it attacks, we have to place a resource on the quest, which will make the city guard be minus 15, which will be 30. And I'm currently under 30. So what I like about this is I can engage this enemy, place that token. The city guard doesn't become engaged with me during the middle of combat. If it did, I'd have to deal him a shadow card and he'd attack me, because an enemy that says considered to be engaged with a player will engage you at any point in the enemy attack step and get a shadow card. Okay, so I'm going to get attacked by this guy. Baragon handles it, no problem. We placed the resource token, but I am still not engaged with the city guard. Aowen, of course, can kill this guy. And yeah, that's pretty good, because now the city guard is definitely going to be engaged with me next round, which is fine. I still have that readying event in my hand, so I think I played that about as smart as I could have. And let's go. Let's beat this quest. So I only have 3 progress to make, and we draw a Gondorian shield. Limit 1 per hero. We're gonna spend a resource. There's my Destier. Would have been nice to get on Baragon. That's okay. Okay, I don't have anything I need to play. I have a readying event, so I'm gonna send Aowen and Gildor on the quest. Aowen should not have exhausted attachments, so let's just put those right there. Gildor also should not exhaust a quest. We are up against 5. We reveal a 3 threat side street, so that is no big deal. So now we have 20 progress on the quest, and assuming we can deal the final 15 points of damage to the guard, we will win. He is engaged with me, so he's attacking for 9. Baragon is defending for 9. I am going to spend 1 spirit resource to ready him and give him, not ready him, sorry. I'm going to give him +2 defense. If he takes no damage, he will ready. So let's just do that, since I've been holding on to that card this entire game. Attacking enemy gets +1 for each resource on the quest. Yeah, that's bad. There's 4. So we will raise my threat by 1 and exhaust the 1 ring to cancel that shadow effect. Baragon is fine, even though that shadow wouldn't have killed him. I still just want to do it. And then Aowen should have been ready. In Tactics, Aowen is going to do what she does best and do a great big attack. So she should already be ready. So she's going to declare herself an attacker. Harrogrim's going to exhaust and boost her attack by 8. It shouldn't be 9. It should be by 8. So now she's attacking for 9. And then I'm going to raise my threat by 3 to ready her and give her +9 attack. So then that would be 9 + 9. So she's attacking for 18. And then Gildor is also going to attack. I can discard 3 cards to that Spear to boost his attack by 3. The Dagger of Westernays is +2. He's 2. When it's all said and done, I think it's 24. So we attacked for 24 against the guard. Actually, Baragon was technically ready. He could have kicked in 1. So yeah, we got him. And this deck is really, really fun to take up against this quest. It's very cool to play the 3 hunters and get Eowyn attacking for a ridiculous amount every single round. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm not really sure how I'm going to film it yet because it's kind of crazy, but it's a very good quest. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.